Alright, now so let's go ahead and try to validate some other page, and this page is actually the details page. It has a lot of authentication class. There is a lot of logic that that's related to the authentication class that we need to validate. Alright, so let's try and access the shows, for example. So let me try to access the home right here. So as you can see, we're going back to the same page because we cannot access the home page or the home link, as you can see, unless we're logged in. But I want to change this. So to change this, I'm going to go to app, HTTP. I'm going to go to controllers, home controller right there. I'm going to simply comment this middleware. So the middleware authentication right there, it's preventing me from accessing the home page once I'm logged out. So let me comment this. Now let's save. Let me simply go ahead and access this. So as you can see right there, there it is, the home page. Actually, before I even validate, I want to go to the routes. I want to go to web.php, and the part of the welcome page right there, if we actually try to access it, it will still see that it's looking, it's giving me this page right there. And I don't want to display this simply. I want the index page right there to be as the same as the home page, which is this right here. So I'm just gonna comment this. I'm gonna go ahead, copy this, and simply paste it. Let's keep it like this. So this slash right there represents the index or the home page. All right, so this will I will call this the index page like this, or I will name this link as index. All right, and let's save this now. Let's refresh. All right, so as you can see, it's going to the home page, as you can see right there. So they basically will have the same function right there, but they have different names, and of course they have different links right there. All right, so if I actually try to go ahead and log in, it will log in and we should display our username, and it will work just fine. Let me just try to access the table users. So after we log in, I wanna log out once again and start validating. All right, because validating the details page or the show details page is the main goal of this video, or is the main purpose of this video. So let me just copy this. All right, so what's going on exactly? It's freezing a bit. All right, so yeah, let's copy now. Let's go ahead and just paste right away. Just want to show you that it's actually working. All right, so there we go. Now it's working. As you can see, there it is, my username right there. So now let me log out. All right, so here we go right there. I'm now in the index page. So let's access the details page. You'll notice that we will have a lot of errors. So yeah, just give it a second. All right, so there is the first error right there. Of course, it's going to be an authentication based error. If we look right over here, you can see that it's not grabbing, it's not matching with an ID right there, because there's not even an ID that's related to the user anymore, because the auth class which we use to simply grab the ID is now destroyed, or there's no authentication basically. So it's not going to give us any kind of ID. So we have to validate this. All right, so let me actually go to this controller. I want to go to enemy controller right there. I want to go, let me see, enemy details function. All right, so this is the part where exactly is this. Validate following. Yeah, so validate following, and it's right over here. All right, this part basically. All right, so I want to simply do an f function right there, and I want to go f set All right, so what we're doing right here, we're saying if the authentication is set, user ID. So if the ID is set, that's related to the authentication right there. Go ahead and run this. All right, so let's cut this and paste right there, right there. All right, so what else? Yeah, we're also checking for the authentication right there. All right, so why would we do this twice basically? So we already have the code, so let me remove this and let me remove this and simply cut this and paste it right there. Paste it like that. Let's even cut the code. Let's cut this comment. All right, so let me see if authentication user ID. All right, else. All right, so let's save this now. Let's see what's gonna go down if we refresh this. All right, so as you can see, now it's gonna give me undefined variable validate following. So since this is going to be run only once we're logged in, you know, it's not gonna see it right there in the compact because we're logged out now, and since we're logged out, it cannot see it. All right, so we have to do something about this. So we have to go right there. We have to go right under this, and we have to simply cut this and paste. All right, and we're gonna go else like this. We're gonna go ahead and return this, but without the following, without the validate following right there. All right, so yeah, let's actually cut this and put it right at the top, right here. Let me paste. Let me delete this. So yeah, let's now save this. Let's refresh. All right, so undefined variable validate following. All right, so now we move to another part, which is the part in the view. All right, the view itself, not the controller now. So I guess that everything about the controller is fine, but we have to take care of the view. We need to validate this also, so we need to go to view. We need to go shows enemy dash details right there. So where is this at basically? All right, so validate following. So yeah, it's not seeing the validate following right there also, because again, if we're logged out, which we are right now, we're not gonna pass this variable. So we have to set some kind of, we also have to validate this. We have to go if set pause user ID. So if we have a user ID right there, go ahead and run this code. Otherwise, do nothing. So we're gonna go end if like that. All right, so save this. This will actually refresh, and there we go right there. As you can see, everything is fine, everything is cool, and yeah, it's working perfectly. Well, you know, if we're logged out, we do not have any kind of problems right over here. Even the follow link right over here, the follow shows link, you know, or button is simply disappeared, which what I wanted to do actually, because we cannot simply allow this user to follow show if he is logged out. All right, something else that we can take care of, we can take care of the part of the comment assembly, because once the user tries to write a comment, we're grabbing his user ID, all right, and user image and also username. So we cannot simply allow this guy to write a comment if he's logged out, because this will just trigger an error. Let's say, for example, let's enter something like this and click review. You will see an error right away like this. All right, because again, we're trying to get a user, trying to get the name of this user right there, and he's logged out. All right, so this won't work. So let me try to also copy this part. Let me go at the bottom of this, so this this whole form. So I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go if is set user ID right there. So if we have, if this guy right there is actually logged in, show him this form. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with a paragraph. We're gonna go class right there. Let's go log in to write a comment. All right, so sorry about that. This is not the class. Let's paste this in. Let's close this. So the class should be alert dash success, like this. All right, so we need to go right after this, and we need to go end f like that. All right, so there we go. Let's save this now. All right, so as you can see, log in to write a comment now. We click on watch now. All right, we can view the show. That's totally fine. But we also have this comment box in this page also, so we better copy this, and let's go to enemy-watch, and let's go to this comment. Let's go to this form. Yeah, there it is, the form for commenting, and let's go right there, copy this part. Let's go right under this and paste like that. All right, so yeah, this will work also right here. All right, so there we go. Log in to write a comment, which is pretty cool right there. So I guess that everything else looks perfect right over here. Maybe you wanna like play with the design a little bit. Maybe you will remove this underline right there at these links, because it's pretty annoying actually. As you can see, it's annoying. So yeah, go ahead and do this. You know, it's simply CSS and Bootstrap stuff. You know, I'm not even gonna bother do this and waste any more of your time, because this will just take too much time. All right. If I go ahead now and let me go ahead and log in, and let's see what's gonna go down. We go log in now. All right, so there we go. If we simply try to access the show, you can see that we can add this show now. It's actually added to this user, and we can simply write a new comment if we want to. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool right there. So this will be all, and I will see you in the next video.